This is Alan McCarty, who was arrested and charged after making death threats to a judge. In a child custody case, a judge ruled against McCarty and took away his children. His erratic behavior towards the judge continued into his court appearances.
My daddy owns the building and I look like a f***ing idiot, huh? Brought your dress today, you little f***ing prick. You wanna take my kids from me and act like that? You and that Shut the f*** up! I'm trying to think over here.
After McCarty was found guilty for the original threats made to a judge, we now move on to the sentencing.
What a bunch of guys, you stupid piece of
Then also
You threatened my life,
in the
you
back room.
suck my No, I'm not standing up.
Stop resisting.
I'm not resisting, I'm just not
Stand
standing.
up.
I'm not standing. I don't have to stand.
McCarty is moved to another room to watch the court through a one-way glass, and he continues on making a disturbance. McCarty was sentenced to 20 years in.
Alan McCarty's case is a perfect example of how emotional instability inside a courtroom can completely destroy any chance of sympathy. Losing custody of your children is already devastating, but threatening a judge afterward is one of the fastest ways to escalate a family court matter into a serious criminal case. And notice how the judge handled it here. Once McCarty kept disrupting proceedings, the court immediately shifted from trying to maintain order to protecting courtroom security. That extra 10-day sentence for contempt may sound small compared to 20 years, but legally it sends a powerful message. Judges will not tolerate intimidation tactics or courtroom chaos. The bigger question is this: do you think McCarty's outbursts came from desperation, or did they reveal exactly why the custody ruling happened in the first place?
Prison. The judge also issued an additional 10-day sentence due to his actions in the courtroom. This is Darrell Brooks, who is convicted of killing 6 people and injuring dozens of others after he drove his SUV into a Christmas parade in Waukesha, Wisconsin. Reportedly, during his reckless driving, he reached speeds of over 30 miles per hour, and the prosecution argued that his driving rampage was intentional.
He plowed through 68 different people. He kept going until he got to the end, and there was no more bodies to hit. It was intentional.
After Brooks was arrested and charged, Brooks decided to represent himself in court.
If you are allowed to represent yourself in this case, sir, you will not have attorneys assisting you. They're gone from this case. Do you understand that?
I think I will probably be better served representing myself.
Throughout the trial, Brooks was removed multiple times for constant interruptions and outbursts. It was here that his real personality was shown when he starts to laugh during a witness testimony.
He told Erica that he was gonna find her and he's gonna kill her.
Now, back in the courtroom, Brooks has an outburst as he didn't like how the district attorney pronounced the word defendant.
I would like to provide the defendants and the court.
So that had to be said. The defendants. I got one ear that work and I heard that.
This is to benefit you, so
No, it's
you
not.
understand
Ain't none of
your
this to benefit me.
witness.
And now, Brooks is clearly frustrated. He decides to have a stare down with the judge.
I need to take a break. This man right now is having a stare down with me. It's very disrespectful. He pounded his fist. Frankly, it makes me scared.
The jury quickly found Brooks guilty of all 76 charges against him, and he was given 6 life sentences.
The Darrell Brooks trial became one of the most watched courtroom proceedings in recent memory, largely because of how aggressively Brooks tried to control the room after choosing to represent himself. And legally, that decision changed everything. Representing yourself might sound empowering, but in reality, it removes the safety net trained attorneys provide. Every interruption, every argument, every bizarre stare down with the judge only reinforced the prosecution's case in front of the jury. What makes this even more disturbing is the contrast between the seriousness of the crimes and Brooks' behavior during testimony. Families were reliving horrific losses while he laughed, argued over wording, and disrupted witnesses. That kind of conduct can deeply affect how jurors perceive remorse, or the complete lack of it. 6 life sentences plus centuries behind bars shows the court wanted absolutely zero chance of release. Did Brooks genuinely believe these tactics would help him, or was this pure courtroom narcissism unfolding in real time?
Plus more than 700 additional years in prison. This is Jeremy Christian, who was found guilty of murdering 2 people in Portland, Oregon. Christian was on a packed train when he suddenly broke out on a racial rant towards 2 young women. You can see bystanders step in to attempt to stop Christian. Unfortunately, the situation escalated and Christian stabbed and killed 2 men and seriously wounding a 3rd. You can see Christian fleeing the crime scene. Passengers of the train followed him and he was arrested about a mile away. During the arrest, you can see Christian in the back of the patrol car.
I'm happy as a motherfucker. Hopefully this motherfucker dies.
Christian was later found guilty of 2 counts of murder and attempted murder. Now at the sentencing, one of the victims delivers a victim impact statement, and this is where Christian has an outburst.
To Mr. Jeremy Christian, your mom should have swallowed you. You are a waste of breath, and when you die and go to hell, I hope you rot.
See you there. You ain't gonna be there either. You ain't gonna be there either.
After Christian is escorted out of the courtroom, the judge sentenced him to 2 consecutive life terms, plus more than...
Jeremy Christian's sentencing hearing took an already horrific case and made it even darker. Victim impact statements are supposed to give grieving families a chance to speak directly about the pain left behind after violent crimes. But instead of remaining silent, Christian lashed out again, insulting victims and creating another traumatic scene right in the courtroom. That reaction matters because sentencing hearings often influence how judges frame punishment and public safety concerns. By exploding during one of the most emotional moments of the trial, Christian reinforced the prosecution's argument that he lacked remorse and remained dangerous. And look at the reaction inside the courtroom. You can literally feel the shock and disbelief after his comments. It raises a difficult question. Should defendants be allowed unlimited freedom to speak during sentencing, even when it re-traumatizes victims' families?
25 years for his other convictions. This is Bass Webb, who has been charged with 2 counts of attempted murder in Lexington, Kentucky. You can see on this security camera, Webb tries to run over 2 employees at a jail he recently served time at. Now, at his first court appearance, the judge is about to remove herself from the trial because she knew the 2 employees.
There's no way I'm going to try this case or have any further proceedings where I have to see you for one further second.
And now Webb is about to shock the courtroom. He just spit on the judge. The judge wipes the spit off and then kicks him out of the courtroom. Turns out Webb has a very dark past. When he was behind bars, he was charged for the murder of 2 different girlfriends. He was found guilty of the killing of the first girlfriend. Now he's on trial for the second. Webb showed up to court with a tattoo on his head that listed people he wanted to kill. At the bottom was 3 rats crossed out. During the trial, Webb showed no remorse and the jury found him guilty. The judge sentenced
Bass Webb's courtroom behavior crossed a line that even veteran court officials rarely see. Attempting to spit on, and reportedly bite, a judge instantly transforms the atmosphere from a legal proceeding into a security emergency. And remember, this wasn't happening in isolation. Prosecutors were already painting Webb as someone with an extensive history of violence, including the murders of 2 girlfriends and threats toward others. That tattoo listing people he allegedly wanted dead added another chilling layer to the case because it visually reinforced the prosecution's argument about intent and dangerousness. Courtrooms rely heavily on structure and control, and once a defendant becomes physically aggressive toward the judge, it destroys any remaining credibility in front of the jury. At that point, the focus shifts almost entirely toward protecting the public. Honestly, moments like this make you realize how quickly a courtroom can turn volatile.
Webb to life in prison for his crimes. This is Bryce Rhodes, who is currently on trial for 3 counts of murder in Louisville, Kentucky. Rhodes reportedly begun his killing spree when he shot and killed an innocent man, mistaking him for another individual. 2 brothers, a 16-year-old and a 14-year-old, were in the car when Rhodes committed the murder. Because they were witnesses to the crime, a few weeks later, Rhodes killed those teenagers as well.
You close to these kids at all? They're cool. We play basketball. I'm cool with a lot of people. Did you hang out with them on a regular basis? It was cool. Yeah, we hung at different times, you know. I need a lawyer, man, if you're gonna keep all in my face.
Trials have been going on for years due to Rhodes' erratic behavior, starting with blowing kisses to people in the courtroom, which included the family of the victims, and next, making hand gestures.
Ma'am, look at me, ma'am! Mr. Rhodes, you're smiling. I don't know why you're smiling.
Because I can. It's not a crime to smile.
I would suggest you do what helps you, not what hurts you.
Okay. Do what I want to do. Let's get that understood.
Rhodes once had to wear a spit mask because he spit on this attorney.
Nice cheap shot.
You a coward.
Nice cheap
You a coward.
Now, in another court appearance, Rhodes makes some bizarre accusations towards the judge.
I don't know if y'all got some type of sexual relationship going on. Are you some type of racist? Which one is it?
Or are you just wrong in everything that you make motions for?
Are you a secret Ku Klux Klan member? Is that what you really are?
With Rhodes' in-court behavior being out of control and him firing several of his lawyers, the trial has been extended much longer than expected. With it still in action, it's safe to say that Rhodes will not be back on the streets anytime soon.